Hey, Brown Girl Banter.
Brown Girl Banter.
Hey, this is your girl, Dr. Dangerfield.
Hey, Dr. Patience.
And today, we're going to talk about, it's November.
'Tis the season.
And so what does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
Holiday. So that means we're going to interact with more family, more friends. So we just kind of want to have a conversation about, the whole, and I've read a couple articles about dealing with toxic family members or, just family during the holiday season, because a lot of us, that's when we do a lot of the interaction.
Very true.
Is, from Thanksgiving to Christmas and, having to prepare yourself for it. So I know I was looking at on Facebook, they throw different articles out there, and one of the articles was about you don't have setting boundaries with your toxic family members, or you have a choice to choose.
You have a
whether you show up and be involved in family activities. The article was like, you don't have to go. You can create holidays and traditions with friends. Just don't feel the pressure.
Yeah, Friendsgiving, that's become a really
that's
big,
a really big
thing that people are like, I will spend time with my family. I got to choose, right?
Yes.
And so taking those opportunities to spend time with people that you're going to enjoy and have good conversation with. And I think as counselors, that really resonates with us because we are all about good mental health, right?
Yes.
Good mental and emotional health.
What's going to work for you?
Yes. And I think sometimes, especially, I don't want to overstate this, but, in our culture, in our community, it is, Big Mama was in there,
cooking, making
it
sure
up,
everything was done. Yes.
Ready, the plight of the black woman, right? So, and making sure the table was set and things were done, and she's exhausted, but everyone's having a great time. I guess that was her satisfaction,
right? And did she really enjoy that?
Was Big Mama really happy to be making all them pies? I mean, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure.
But did she get to enjoy the holiday because she had to prepare? I felt like it was her job at times to prepare, because I think about for my sister and I now, we have taken on some of that responsibility when it comes to having to cook the parts of the meal, because in our family, everybody has their traditional meal, their traditional dish. That's what.
Got it.
It's that this person is supposed to bring this.
Right.
But over the years, as my mom has gotten older, as family members have passed away, have died, we've had to shift.
Yeah.
And so my sister and I have taken on some responsibility that my mom used to do. What my mom used to do. So my mom cooked quite a bit of the meal, because my mom's belief was, if I'm cooking something, I'm gonna cook something for the house, and I'm gonna cook something to take.
Right.
So we have to do that. But I remember, my sister was like, "Ooh, I'm tired." She's like, "We gotta cook all of this, and then we have to go and just have fun." But it's are those things? But then the whole piece of dealing with toxic family members are, in our work as therapists, we hear these stories.
Yeah.
And our clients come in and they're talking about, and their anxiety is up because they're like, "Oh, I gotta go home for Thanksgiving, and I have to sit across from the uncle that may have abused me, or my relationship with my mom,
strained,
Monday through Friday is not good. Why we gotta make it good on Thursday for Thanksgiving or for Christmas?" So it creates that anxiety.
I mean, anxiety and stress, and I feel like there is this expectation or obligation that people put, and people put on themselves, right? So we're gonna sweep it under the rug. We're gonna pretend like nothing ever happened, and we don't talk about that here. And you are left broken or hurt or shamed or guilted, during this however many hours that you go to be there. And so, I always like to tell people no is also an answer, right?
Yes,
you can also say no because and feel empowered by that. I remember after Zuri was born, we made a decision we weren't traveling anymore for holidays because we were just like, it just became too much, right? And that's a hard decision to make.
Yes,
it is hard to say, like, we're not gonna make it this year, but I think sometimes we have to put those boundaries in place for sanity purposes. And you feel, you do it once and you're like, okay.
It gives you a sense of empowerment. Yeah, push back.
Hold on, right?
We can do this.
I can do this, and then it becomes less difficult and less challenging to do.
Yeah.
But, it's okay to set that boundary for yourself and for your family because don't nobody want to be dealing with you if you're miserable anyway. Like,
no, they're like, she could have stayed at the house.
You could have stayed home. Nobody got time for that. Yeah. Like, you could have stayed home. So I think, like, sometimes people don't know they can say no until you tell them they can say no.
Well, you empower them. And even as in our work, helping them to say no and how to do it, and then how to like kind of anticipate the response, because a lot of times the response is not really what you think it's going to be. It's like, oh, she'll just she'll hate me if I say I'm not going to be there. Yeah, you may get a little pushback, a little resistance, but but it's not as bad.
No.
And sometimes you're giving people permission to do it. They're like, oh, she's not coming.
Start
I don't have to go.
Exactly. And I think that there's something to that. And I think like one of the big things I try to tell clients to do is like introspection, right? Like do some inventory, like take some time and really think about last Thanksgiving, last Christmas. How was it? And then how were you leading up to those days? Because sometimes we don't pay attention to how our symptoms are manifesting themselves, right? So are you not sleeping? Is your mind racing? Are you overthinking things? Are you snapping out on folks?
Are you more irritable?
Right, like what is that? And if you start to realize like, oh my gosh, I had all of these things happen. Maybe Thanksgiving at the crib is just not an option for you this year.
And you can stay at home or go with your friends.
Go with your friends, make other options for yourself. But I think sometimes we don't even pay attention to what our body or mind is telling us because we're so in autopilot when it comes to the holidays, And we think, oh, you gotta go home, you gotta go to
these things.
So-and-so's house, you gotta go deal with, so-and-so getting drunk and, lashing out at everybody.
And making everybody else uncomfortable.
Right, and you do not have to do that.
You don't have to subject yourself to it.
I mean, and I think, like Lucretia said, Dr. Dangerfield said, like, once you do it, you do get this sense of empowerment.
Yeah, I've done it once.
Yeah.
The fear is over with.
And then some other cousins be like, oh, shoot.
And when they ask, well, where is such and such? Like, oh, she says she's not coming this year. Oh, she could say no.
There's an option.
Almost like they're like, I can say no.
It is. I swear me and my sister were like that. Like, she did it. I was like, I'm about to start doing that too. Yeah. I mean, and then it became a thing. Now, granted, there were some times where we were like, we should go home.
Yeah.
Right? We should go home. And, and I'm glad I did, to see my mom and my dad and spend that time. But then, if I feel like I'm going to turn to a mad woman,
trying to get to that moment.
Already managing the day-to-day stressors of my life. So if I can cut myself some slack, and
give yourself grace and permission.
Yes, cut my family some slack. I'm going to do that, and I think there is beauty in being able to do that. So, it's okay. Like, it's okay. I feel like somebody needs to tell somebody, like,
it's okay.
Say it to yourself, like, it's okay.
We give you permission. And if you need to blame someone or say, hey, I was watching Brown Girl Banter, and they said that it is okay.
They're two therapists.
They know.
They know.
And you can say, hey, you check it out.
Exactly.
Then tell them to subscribe to the channel and some other things that they will learn along the way.
Exactly. But I do think, like, the more, which is unfortunate, I don't know if it's just the way that society is going and what's happening. I am hearing a lot more of people saying, like, the toxic environments that they are, placed in.
They're choosing to remove themselves from it.
Yes. And I mean, it's unfortunate because I think holidays probably always had their issues, but we just, culturally went along with that.
A little bit like you said, we swept it under the rug. Like, okay, I can fake this till I make it. I can get through this. Because it's only 4 hours or it's only 6 hours. And are not even calling people out on their behavior. Because sometimes it's like you may have to say, you know what, that's
not cool.
That's not good. You can't say that or you can't do that. And being okay with it, and because some people, when you call them out on their behavior, they appreciate it because they've been waiting for somebody to do it.
Heck yeah, and that is so important for you and that other person.
Yes.
And I think the other thing, I'm just thinking from like my family's perspective, and of course I'm Black, so it is the responsibility a lot of the woman. Like my brother can throw down, like I ain't gonna deny that my brother can cook his butt off, but usually that is who is in the kitchen. That is who is buying the presents, that is who is ensuring everyone has a great day, and that burden, to some a burden, right? Like it's very heavy. There is beauty in delegating, tasks to people, but like who usually gets the task? Oh, my sisters. Oh yeah, and my niece.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and my girl cousins. Like it's the women
that's doing it.
That's doing it, and they are exhausted and they are tired because they are living life based on tradition.
Yes, and tradition has to change. Our tradition changes because as life changes,
we evolve, situations evolve, times evolve, create a new normal for you and your family. That's okay.
Yes.
And so I think, and I speak to this as a Black woman, like we talk about this a lot in our, our episodes, like, man, the burden and the barriers or the bricks, I call them, like,
the
that we
heaviness.
just carry anyway, right? This extra responsibility that we just continuously place on ourselves in our day-to-day living, from a professional standpoint, from a family role standpoint, as a friend, as a whatever you're, there are all of these barriers. In some of our episodes you'll get to see, we talk about dealing with, navigating microaggression, navigating white privilege, navigating my hair, navigating my clothes,
navigating how being in a relationship.
Yes, navigating being a mama,
all of those
navigating aging parents, all of these things. And now the day that's supposed to be this day of thankfulness, I'm tired.
So you're like, woo.
And you want me to cook?
Right.
We ain't doing that today. So, I think it is valuable to take some time to evaluate what's important.
What's important to you and what's a priority.
What's a priority to you? And how do you keep yourself safe? I think that's important.
Safety is so important.
Mental health safety, emotional safety, physical health safety. That's so huge. And you don't gotta go to Black Friday.
No.
You always need the deals.
Yep. I stopped that probably 5 years ago.
Because I don't need you in my chair come that next Monday.
Talk
about you don't got nobody.
Or did you
tired.
Because you were out there fighting.
So, we want you to live in freedom. And we want you to have
that's important.
Peace. And we want you to understand that you don't have to choose to be in toxic.
No.
It's
a choice.
It's a choice. And today we're helping you choose something different, right?
So practice, no, I'm not going to do that. Or yes, I'll do that. Because I was listening to someone and they said if it's not a hell yes, then it's a no.
How about that? I might adopt that. That might be my thing.
So if it's not a hell yes, then it's a no.
Exactly. So we really want you all to have wonderful holidays.
Yes, please.
We hope you are enjoying your Thanksgiving, getting ready to bring in Christmas. But we want you to do it in a way that you can look back
and be grateful for the moment, the season.
Yes, that is so important to us because let me tell you, we're going to practice what we preach.
Yes.
We're going to not talk about it, we're going to be about it.
We're going to do it.
And we'll be back to tell you about it. So we want you to leave comments for us.
Yes, and below, please click below.
Click.
And most definitely share this with your friends and family.
Please do.
Yes, please have them subscribe. And we're going to do a poll later and get you involved. So, but we want to get you to just like leave a comment, continue the conversation. Tell us about your conversation with your friends about this, your family about these topics.
And tell us what are things like you've put in place to keep yourself safe
yes.
for your holidays, or the things that you're going to try to practice this year. What are you doing different? Because you maybe have the words to encourage somebody
else.
and to help somebody feel okay with the decision that they make.
Yes.
The other thing we want to say before we get out of here is be sure you're following us on social media.
Yes, make sure you're checking us out on Instagram at I am Brown Girl Banter.
See, she don't know. Y'all, she don't know. Get it together, Dr. Danger.
It is. Okay, it is. On IG, I am Brown Girl Banter.
And you can follow her as well as
I am Dr. Dangerfield.
And I am Dr. Patience. And we're also on Facebook, which we know is a little confusing.
Yes, because Facebook still will not let us be great.
It's really
so really it's our public page is professional brown girls.
That's what they made us do.
Yes.
So when you get that friend request or that like page like this page, that's us.
That's us.
Professional brown girls is us. So please like that page and please share that page.
Yes.
And we're going to start like moving everything to that page.
Yes.
So there won't be a lot of posting on the Brown Girl Banter Facebook page. We're going to try to push everything to professional brown girls. And so we want to let you know that. We're sorry about that. We're trying, okay? You know we've been practicing them live videos and trying to get our social media game up.
Yeah, so we're working it out.
We're works in progress, okay? So again, love y'all. Have a great holiday. We'll catch y'all at the next session.
Bye.
Bye, Brown Girl Banter.